what kind of generation we are creating. Because right now, we have a generation of completely lost and confused young people. Many talented and a smart millennium, but yet very confused and very frustrated. You know, Bible already advises us. Bible gave us some insight into why and what's wrong with this generation. Look what the Bible says. If you go to Ephesians 6:4, it says, Father, do not exasperate your children. Some of you don't know the meaning of this verse in a biblical context. Let me explain to you. The word exasperate means to frustrate and confuse your children because of instability you create in their life. To frustrate and confuse them because of instability you create at home. And let me give you some example of instability that lead you to create a confused and a frustrated child. You tell your child to not smoke, but yet you are smoking. You are telling your daughter, who is only 16 years old, to grow up and have a good and a stable relationship. But you, as a mother, are bringing different men every day into your house to sleep overnight, to stay overnight. You have multiple baby daddies and you have multiple kids. And some of them, you don't even know who's the real father. You are telling your son to grow up and be a responsible man. But you have a multiple baby mama, kids everywhere, and you're never there to look after them, to train them, to be an example in their life. You have kids everywhere. And what kind of man are you to try to raise and train your son to be a man? You see, the problem is your daughter and your son can tell you in your face. You have no moral standard. You have no authority to correct them. Because what you don't know is that children, they are watching what you're doing. They learn from what you do, not what you speak. That's the problem in our society. Because your word has no value when you say something and live a completely different life. Your lifestyle, your way of living are making your children confused. That's why we have confused generation. And that you are creating a monster in your own house. That's why we have a monster, a young monster in our streets, looting, vandalizing, destroying everything. But the worse, they are destroying themselves because of parents failing to train them, to teach them, to raise them in the right way. You see, your words mean nothing to your children because they are watching what you do. That's why Bible advises us, stop exasperating your kids. Stop exasperating your children. Live right and teach them in the way they should go. Even when they grow, they will never depart from the right teaching. We will not have a generation of frustrated, generation of lost people, generation of lost young people. If we as a parent, if you as a parent, do your job, take responsibility to bring the next generation. Because we complain that they are failed generation. Who is failing them? Who is teaching them? Who is raising them? It is your job, and that God empower you with everything, all the teaching, for you to raise a future generation, not for you to raise a failed generation.